In my 25-year career, I've probably helped over 1,000 individuals and couples buy their first home. They're always one of my favorite clients to help. And so every single first-time home buyer will always ask me, are there any special first-time home buyer programs? And there are. And what was interesting, in a recent survey done by the National Association of Realtors, they found that 89% of potential first-time home buyers believe they must put more than 5% down, and 45% believe they must put 20% down. And I'm just always amazed at how misinformed consumers are. They don't know the truth. And just know this, that you can buy a home with as little as 3% down on a conventional, and there is down payment assistance available. So I'm going to cover conventional loans here first. You can use one of these. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac both have 3 options for a conventional loan with 3% down. And one of them, 2 of them will allow you to get the best rates possible. And one of them, if you're a first-time home buyer, the income limit here in Metro Denver is like $141,000. It'll allow you to get the best rate possible out there to make your new home more affordable. The second option is FHA. And FHA requires 3.5% down, but you only need a 580 FICO score to get an FHA loan. And one of the nice things, earlier this year, FHA lowered their monthly mortgage insurance premiums by 0.30% or 30 basis points. So on a $400,000 loan, that's going to save you about $100 a month now with FHA. The third option is a VA loan with potentially no money down for qualifying active duty members, qualified veterans, and even qualified widows. And so it's a great option for people potentially with no money down. And you can actually have 2 VA loans at the same time. It's just the second one, you'll have to put some money down. The fourth option is USDA loans. And these are loans that you can use, but only in rural areas. Here in Metro Denver, that means going way east in Arapahoe County, parts of southeast Douglas County, or parts of Hobart County, for example. And in Larimer County, there's many sections of Larimer County that are USDA eligible. One of the downsides with USDA loans is they have strict income limits and even stricter debt-to-income ratio requirements. So it's a great loan, but it's a little harder to qualify for. Next is, there are a ton of down payment assistance programs. I know there's over 10 of them here in Colorado. And what I've seen when I research into them is a large majority of them are a second mortgage against your new home, and the max loan amount is only $10,000. Some of them will require monthly payments from the very beginning. Some of them will let you delay making payments for 5 years, or some of them will let you not make any payments at all until you sell, refinance, or move out of your new home. And so, but the hard part is here in Metro Denver, $10,000 doesn't go very far with helping you with down payment assistance. Like say, if your new home is $15,000, going conventional loan, or $500,000, you're going conventional loan with 3% down. That means your down payment's $15,000. So most of these down payment assistance programs would only give you $10,000, meaning you still have to provide another $5,000 towards the down payment in this example. A second option that's become popular, out there is called CHNOA. It's a National Down Payment Assistance Fund. And so they can, only can be used with FHA, and it's for 3.5% of the price, so that you do not have any down payment, which sounds great. And it's a gift or grant. Basically, it's a loan, but if you make the payments on time for the first 3 years, that second mortgage is fully forgiven. But there are 2 big downsides with this option. One is your closing costs are much higher, could be easily $5,000 to $10,000 higher to get this assistance. Second, the rate is over 1.5% higher. So I don't consider CHNOA to be a really viable option for most borrowers. And the number one program I'm using right now is CHAFA. Colorado housing finance agency. They've been around for about 50 years now. And so they do a great job with down payment assistance loans. They can be used anywhere in the state. FHA loans will vary from about 111,000 here in Metro Denver up to 135 or so. But it's a great program, and Chaffa gives you two different options for the down payment assistance. The first one, which is normally what I use, is the second mortgage. And their second mortgage is equal to 4% of the first mortgage amount, giving you a little more money. Their second mortgage is at a 0% rate with no monthly payments and only needs to be paid off in full when one of three events happens. You sell your home, you refinance your home, or you move out of your home. That's when the loan has to be repaid during one of those situations. And so it's a great loan. It really helps people buy a home. They do have a grant option as well with one of their FHA programs, but the grant is only 3% of the price. And so it's not going to cover all your down payment even. So you'll have more money to bring to closing with the grant option. Also, the rate is typically running about 1% higher for this option with Chaffa. So, your payment's going to increase. So there's a trade-off with getting that grant instead. Then, you're going to have a higher monthly payment for the life of the loan, for however long you have the loan. But it's a really good option, for people, and you can use Chaffa funds with any of the loans, conventional, FHA, VA, USDA. And so there's just a lot of assistance out there. And just know this, as you buy a home, even if you use Chaffa down payment assistance with a second mortgage of 4%, and you can do a conventional loan with, quote, 3% down, you're still at a minimum going to have to bring at least $5,000 or $6,000 to closing, or to invest in your home between earnest money deposit and other money. Now, some of this may be able to come from the seller. But just realize, even though there's no down payment, there's still closing costs and prepaids to pay. But thankfully, the seller can help you with some of those, or you can get gift money from a family member as well. So there's a ton of options for first-time homebuyer programs out there. And if you want to learn more, just call me or text me here at 303-881-6374 and let me help you make the dream of home ownership a reality.